Yo, what is up gamers? Today I'm just going to talk about the Brutus Lead Sprinkler and how to scale it better into the end game, mainly using cooldown reduction and projectile speed, so let's get right into the video. So from my last video, I've already went through the Iron Grass Crown of Ice setup, but now I'm going to talk about why Brutus Lead Sprinkler really likes cooldown reduction. If you look over here, the skill Molten Shower procs when you make a hit with the mace. So right now I have Brutality socketed, I'm doing no damage at all. And you can see for each hit, one proc of Molten Shower comes off. Now I'm going to talk a bit about why projectile speed is important for this skill. If you notice, the Molten Shower takes a while before the projectiles land, and because of that, they may actually miss a moving target because they've already changed location from when you initially proc your Molten Shower. And because of this, we really want to get as much projectile speed as we can to make sure we don't miss our basically all our DPS on the boss. And to do that, there's a cluster nearby, the ranger site called Catapult. It has projectile speed and AoE for attacks. I'm using a from nothing duo just to get these nodes. They are relatively effective and there's not many nodes like this on the tree as well. I also anointed Precision Salvo on my amulet. It gives me attack speed and projectile speed, just nice to have, cheap anoint as well. For single target on this build, I use Armor Breaker to break armor. Because we're all fire damage, it's difficult to break armor without that skill. Molten's One Gift on the skill tree allows us to apply Armor Break to fire damage as well. Not only that, but Armor Breaker also has Volcanic Eruption socketed. Basically, it lets you shoot even more projectiles akin to Molten Shower. This has a cooldown of 0.4 seconds, but I'm pretty sure it gets scaled down because I have some cooldown speed. But anyways, this means that we need not attack more than that amount of times per second, so I have my Armor Breaker set up perfectly to have this attack time over here, 0.4. So we can proc Volcanic Eruption on cooldown. This is another set of attack projectiles, as you can see, attack, projectile. So it gets scaled by Crown of Ice and Iron Grass as well, mainly the Iron Grip line. So we have to make sure the enemy is ignited first before we start hitting them with Armor Breaker. And not only that, but Ancestral Cry also has their own Volcanic Eruption. This is separate from the Volcanic Eruption already available on Armor Breaker, which means that we get basically two sets of Volcanic Eruptions and we get the Molten Showers from our Lead Sprinkler as well. And the best part is that the Volcanic Eruptions will proc the Lead Sprinkler's Molten Shower, allowing us to basically use the Molten Shower on cooldown. And as you can see, I have the cooldown down to 0.13 seconds. By default, this is a quarter of a second, 0.25. I basically took the cooldown nodes around the duelist side. This one is 15% with area of effect, and this one is another 20%. So I'm going to ignite this guy. I'm going to walk up, hit him once. And as you can see, so many projectiles come out of him, but this is because of the interaction where the Molten Showers get procced by the eruptions. Because of this interaction, we don't need to invest heavily into attack speed. And we can scale our build by investing in cooldown reduction and making sure that we can ignite the enemy reliably before we proc our Ancestral Cry and use our Molten Shower on cooldown by using Armor Break. This allows you to dish out a shit ton of DPS. Basically, all your damage is capped based on how much cooldown reduction you can get on your build. It's hard to get cooldown reduction, but basically try and get as much as you can. As you can see, my health pool right now is significantly lower from the last time, and that's because I have increased my armor investment so that before I get any stacks of box skin and scavenge plating, I already have 10 grand. In boss fights and whatnot, I can easily get upwards of 20. So I'm basically using Refutation right now, combined with Hefty Unit. This gives me 3 to stun threshold per strength. Typically, your stun threshold is equal to your max life, which means that most builds can only get around like 3 grand without any investment, and strength stackers maybe get like 4 to 5 grand. But because of this, I have about 1,000, okay, not that much, I have about 800 strength. This gives me, 2,000 something 100, and then I just scale it out with all these like little nodes. These ones have strength as well. And you can get this as well. It has elemental ailment threshold. What I use this for is I use this for Refutation. This is a really strong gem. Let me go and show you what it does. Basically, Refutation is a cooldown skill, and when I activate it, you can see on the top left there's a little timer, and in that amount of time, I can't take any damage from hits at all. As long as that hit is not blockable, and I have enough stun threshold to not get stunned, which I obviously do, I don't take any damage at all, and I can just face tank everything that's in front of me unless it's one of those red flash boss tags or something. And because of this cool new skill, basically I invest less in my EHP, I get more armor, which makes mapping more comfortable. You don't have to invest in recharge or anything. I use Zealot's Oath. And what I do is basically I just pop Refutation on like bosses and stuff, face tank everything, and just hold on Armor Breaker and just kill them before it even runs out. If this video was any bit informative to you, please like and subscribe, leave a comment. I'm trying to grow the channel. And before I close off this video, I just wanted to talk a bit about the Brutus Lead Sprinkler build that I posted. I just got the Mage Blood upgrade. I've been trying to divine it by myself, but I realized it's going to be really hard to hit a combo that I want. I want to get more resists and like amethyst, maybe quicksilver and silver, but I know that combo is going to be expensive as shit. So I'm going to save a bit more before I can just buy it off trade. I've been trying to upgrade my rings, but I've been playing a Ritualist Strength Stack, Brutus Lead Sprinkler, and if you're the least bit interested, please click on the video here to learn more about it. I'm so glad for the support on the channel. It's been really interesting to play this build so far. I'm keen to keep making new builds throughout the league, so I might be moving on from this build after a while and accumulate more currency. But it's been a blast playing this so far. This is going to be a shorter video than the other one because it's not a full build guide. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if it was useful, please leave a sub. And peace.